Oh, YouTube fans, back again. And now, I'd like to talk about the most worstest fucking film, was a vampire film, in history. I thought I'd tear myself up and talk about a good one. This one is a difference, which in my eyes is a lot better than the shit you see nowadays. That being, From Dusk to Dawn, starring my mate George Tuna. Now, this to me is a better film. And not only that, this was the best of George Tuna. After this, he did shit like Buttman and Fobbing, which was the worstest Batman film he ever did. To me, it was George Tuna being George Tuna, going out on an Halloween night out. He decided, well, I was a vampire killer in this, so I'll be fucking Batman in the next one. Bad film. Bad film. But this, on the other hand, one day before, is a better film, From Dusk to Dawn, and it doesn't fuck back on the 18 neither. Now I do know they've made a TV series and there've been a few sequels, but that to me is the best out of them all. You could say it's like Wrath of Our Dogs or Pulp Fiction meets Frankenstein or Dracula. At first it's like your typical Pulp Fiction similar type of film. You've even got the guy himself, the director of Pulp Fiction. And they're basically just your typical thieves, the robbers, what steal. George Clooney's character, yeah, he's a bad guy and everything, he's a lowlife, but you can see he also has a good nature about him. Where his brother, on the other hand, is a rapist, and he doesn't just dive it, but you got the idea he's also a pedo, as well as a rapist. Very nice guy, isn't there? But it starts off with him robbing a shop, and then you find out they've adopted a poor woman, as well as robbed a bank on the way. It definitely doesn't hold back on the violence, which I do appreciate, unlike most vampire films today. Which in my eyes are PC pussified, a bit like Twilight. This, on the other hand, definitely owns up to what it is. They adopt a family on the way, and then they decide to hold up into a nightclub. That's when the horror begins. And what a fucking nightclub. You got that beautiful woman, if I can find her. Is she on the back? Is she on the back? She's nowhere to be seen. What a bastard. But if there was there was a Sonia. Well-known moguls, have been in a lot of films. Once Upon a Time in Mexico, you might remember her in. And in this, you've got that big dock of snake, which I've actually had rumours that she was shit scared of snakes, but she did it. She had a big snake, she did that sexy fucking dance, wine coming from the guy's foot onto his lips, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, she is beautiful, just beautiful. I really fancy the ass of her, she could bite me any day. But it doesn't hold back then. They find out in the nightclub, they're vampires. Yep, another vampire film, they're fucking vampires. And they're attacking people left, right and centre. George Clooney's shooting them. And then the family and them have basically got to team up to kick ass. I like that. It starts off like a Pulp Fiction film. Oh, by the way, they killed that woman on the way. But it's told to show you that the guy, his brother, is bad. Where George Clooney has more hope, his brother is basically a piece of fucking slime. And I think George Clooney knows that. Because halfway through the film, he gets bit, his brother, turns into a vampire. George Clooney says, the only thing I could do is do what I should have done when I first saw you. And stabs his brother. Brotherly love, eh? But it's still a dud in what it is. I actually love From Dusk to Dawn. It's a solid film, it has action, it has vampires. You've got a priest, who we all remember being Wolf in Pulp Fiction. And I love to see him where it says, you've lost your faith, but you're going to need to get your faith back. With a religious man on our side, that's the ultimate weapon. That reminds me of Fright Night. You have the faith in the toss. It kicks ass if you don't believe in all that religion stuff and you don't have faith that the toss is going to work. Then it's neither use than a fucking ornament. And the vampire will probably shove the toss up your ass. So, I actually like that. It makes the, if you see there, that's our littlest friend. I love the idea that they use the duns as a toss. I like the dirt in it. All badasses to devil. Dusk, if you've ever seen Dusk to Dawn, you know the epic ending. The sun comes out, it gets all turned to the vampires, I should say. All get turned to fucking mush. I do actually like the fact it starts off again like a filler. As it goes on, it turns into a horror film. It doesn't hold back on the blood and gore, and it's practical effects. Practical effects. I will miss them days of practical fucking effects. Again, this in my eyes is how you do a vampire film the fucking different way. This is how you do it the fucking right way. That's why I dilute Dusk to Dawn. Got this, pretty dirt cheap and not bad. If you can read that and see it, do this set, do this director's edition. And let's read what we get for my money, which was only £2. That's pretty cool. You get the movie on one disc and the choreography and all that stuff. Oh, pardon me, you don't. You get 2 music videos and a still dial there. And on the second disc, you get deleted scenes, Tassing 2, behind the scenes, and you get an original theatrical trailer. So that to me is pretty fucking awesome for what I get. But I do this director's edition. I like Dusk to Dawn. It kicks fucking ass. And God, I love it that much. And it's a hell of a lot better than the shit I had review called The Hunger. The only hunger I got was I fancied a meal on the way to release the fucking boredom. This, however, I did not get bored from it. It was fun from the get-go. It's still a fucking good film. So for that, a 12-star rating, because I don't see anything wrong with Dusk to Dawn. If you fancy a real vampire film, you fancy to see something with this rating on, which is very rare these days, you fancy seeing an action, you fancy seeing Kick-Ass, you fancy seeing Tortuni when he was done in his heyday, then Dusk to Dawn is the film for you. Other than then, I'm going to go out now, go downstairs, because I think I need an epic Richard III. Into then. See you later.